If you like this video, please click like, share it, subscribe, buttons down there, and if you want coaching with me in Nottingham or online, all the information is in the bio. How you doing, all right? So this week, I'm going to do a bit of a remake of one of me, quite a popular video to be fair, in my world, but yeah, I did a video ages ago trying to say you make bigger breaks if you change the way you think, right? Because obviously people are asking me, put a little dot, put a little white ball and a dot where I'm hitting it. But I think part of the fun is actually trying to work that out for yourself. So what I've tried to do was give you a way of trying to work it out yourself and actually playing the game, rather than every shot you get behind, you've got to refer to your phone or some kind of notes and go, oh, this geezer off the internet has told me to do it there, right? Just play. That's quite enjoyable, right? So what I did, I posted this to get me doing a tee line up and showing you how you want the white ball to move. But because I had the white ball, it wasn't very big. I've done it again, but I've done it with a basketball. So I'm gonna clear the line up, and I'm gonna show you by using this ball and how it's rotating to hopefully give you a way of trying to work out where to hit the cue ball when you want the white to go in a certain position. Now this is from every level. Don't think this is just for high level players. You know, whenever you're playing the game, you would want this in mind. Obviously, if you don't make many breaks, but ultimately to play this game, it's potting one to get on another ball. So although you might not be potting more than 4 balls in a row, it's nice. It wouldn't do any harm to have this in mind. So at least you can try and do the stuff that better players do. But again, for me, this is quite fundamental. I don't know why you wouldn't want to think about the game like this, but or you can think about your feet, or your elbow, or your grip, or how many feathers you're taking. Bizarre. Anyway, just have a little sip. Merch. Check it out. Right, so here goes. I'm going to show you how you can try and work out where you need to hit the white ball, and I'm going to use the basketball. So this shot here, this red next to the pink, obviously going to pot this, just soft screw over there to get the pink in there. So what am I thinking? I want the white rotating sort of like this way, because that's where I want it to go. So just drag it off its line, that little bit of skid, and then it's rolling. And that is tracer left, below centre. And you'll see the way this white rotates. Oh, there we go. There we go. So this is just off straight, so I'm going to come backwards. So I want the white rotating like this, which is the middle. We know it don't exist, but we're going to try it anyway. Below the centre to bring it like this. Looks like I found the middle there. Right, so the next one is, so I'm going to play this red under the pink. So when the white leaves the object ball, I want it to be sort of rotating, because I want it to come this way. If I just hit it normally, just sort of follow the red. So I need something to make it come off its original line. So I want it just like that, and then when it hits that, it'll just be rolling like that. But this initial pull off its line is tracer left, obviously it's a right cut, and below centre. There we go. Right, so this one's dead straight, so just like that, find the middle again. Right, so this red under the black. So I want to go this way and then come up here for this high black again. So I don't want it going that way, obviously, because it's going to then cannon the red. So I need it something to pull it off its line. So if I think about how I want it rotating off that red, it's like that, isn't it? So that would direct me to tracer left offs and a bit below centre to make the white do this, like this. like that. You see the way the white's rotating? Basically, same shot again. I'm going to play for the red near the bottom rail. So I want it to be doing this, and then it'll roll in like that. But that initial contact point is doing this to drag it off its line, and it'll do that. So it's trace left, a bit lower than the centre. There we go. Chalk. Right, this one. So here we go. So I want to follow this in of 2 rails. So obviously, ideally, when the white, because I want it to go that way, when the white leaves the red, I want it to be rotating like this. So it's up, trace the left. Stop. There we go. Right, we've gone straight again. Positional play's flying. Right, so it's just a little bit off straight. It's a little bit of a right cut. Right, so I want the white to come this way. So ideally, I'd want the white just to be rotating like that when it hits the corner of the black, because that's where I want to be going. And that would be below centre, obviously, and then a little bit trace left, just to not do this, but just to do this. And it white will then drift this way when it leaves the black. There we go, look, see the way it's rotating. Got it moving. So this one's just off straight, but I want to screw back up there, so probably find the middle again, like this. That'll direct me to virtually the middle, below centre, because that'll get the white spinning. There we go, look there. Right, this one. Let's play the pink in the middle. Right, so this pink, again, it's just off straight. We'll play some, so I want it to rotate like this. So I'll just go above centre and just encourage it to be going that way. He's got to be no spin on the white anyway by the time it gets to the pink, but we're just going to encourage it there way. That's it, look. Right, so this red, second one in from the pink, obviously it's that soft screw again, so obviously I don't want to just follow it in. If I just hit no spin, the white will just follow the red, but I want it to be pulled off its line. So as it hits the red, I want it doing this, and then it'll grip, and then it'll just be rolling. So to make the white do this, that's obviously tracer right, and a little bit of left, because that's going to make it rotate like this. Right, sorry, it's going to make it rotate like that. That would have been confusing. Confusing myself. I missed the middle of the pocket there, that's why I went too far. So, bad shot to be fair. Same shot again. The white's moving this way, and it's again, if I didn't have any spin on it, the white would just follow the pink. So I want that little bit of back spin, but a little bit of left, just to encourage it to go that way. Now obviously when I hit because of the pace I'm hitting it, by the time when I hit the pink, then it will just drag it off its line, then it'll roll like that. Here we go, look. Easy peasy. Right, again, just off straight, so I want to encourage the white to go that way. So even though it's just off straight, I will just err on that right hand side, but I want the white to sort of go this way, a little bit that way, so put that little tracer right, just to encourage it to go that way, and then you'll see the white, it'll go over there. It's really off straight, so I'm not going to put too much on it. Right, you see, and now I can just move away from the pink there. Put too much bottom on that, so I have to use the rest now. No good, right? So again, I want the white to go this way for one of them reds. So ideally I want the white just to rotate like this, don't I? Because it's just going to drag it this way. So slightly tracer right, because that's where I'm rotating, and that will just bring it that way, and then it'll be rolling like that. So that tracer right just below centre, and that will just drag it off its line like that. There we go. Right, so this one, I'm going to come actually not for a high black this time, a bit low. So again, when I pop this red, I want the white to go this way. When I'm saying how it's spinning, it's how it's spinning when it hits the object ball, and then that's like it stops the white in its tracks, and then whatever spin's got on it, then it will encourage it to go that way because it's like stopped. I'm spinning that way, so I'm going that way, right? And then when it's on the path, then it just starts rolling. But that initial drag off its line is there, and you'll see what this does. There we go, look. Now look, because it's a left cut, the white's going to go that way anyway, but I'm making it go that way and get to that exact point I want to by just manipulating it with that bit of spin, always, right? So I'm going to go up there, so I'm going to go over there for about 5 reds. So again, with this shot, I want the white to go sort of over there. So if I want it to rotate over there, it's up, obviously, but then that trace of left is it's going to go that way anyway, but I want to encourage it to be rolling on that path with that little bit of trace of left. All right, this is why it works. Right. Look there, it's got that same. Right, there we go, stop. What we're doing now, so I'm going to play the outside red, and I want the white to come this way, come for the pink. So a little bit of an angle, left cut, so obviously going to trace the right. But I want the white to sort of go like this, because when it hits again, it's the natural angle to follow the red, so I need to somehow drag it towards me a bit more this way rather than going over there. So if you imagine when it was hitting when it hits the object ball, you want it to spin like this, and then it will drag it over there. So you definitely want a bit of backspin on, because if not, it's going to go like that, and then it will just follow it. So that is going to bring it sort of this way with that trace of right, and then it'll just drag it out of this line, and then it'll just do this like that, as you will see now. Hopefully, might butcher it. Look, just encouraging it. Right then, I am now gonna go off that side rail, come back for the middle of the table for a choice of reds. So again, how would I want the white rotating? I want it rotating like this, like that. So up, trace a left, and then it's gonna follow that like that. You won't hit them reds. It's hard to, virtually impossible. Well, it is impossible. So people again go too low, end up over here, because then they're going too low, can make it spin like that, and it drags it over there. We want to go over there. So when it hits the pink, we want it going like that. So up above centre, trace a left. There we go. You're trying to get the white rolling as quick as possible. What we're doing now, we're going to, well, so obviously I'm just going to drop this in for a black. So just like that, above centre again. There'll be no spin on it. Just above centre, just to encourage it. You don't need a backspin basically. And then it'll just follow it in. Here we go, look. What are we doing now? Right. So I'm going to go. Do this, what I'm going to do. Right, so I'm going to go, I'm going to come up back, bring the white back here, right? Because I've got a choice of reds in the middle, right? So again, I want the white to be, when it hits the black, to be doing this, so then it'll drag it on its line. So that's just below centre to make it rotate like this, and then bit trace a left offs, and hopefully it'll come back and hit that spot again. Look. Here we go. Perf. So this one, I want to just come this way. So this is how I want to rotate it. You can hit the middle, and it's going to come this way anyway, obviously, because that's just the angle of the shot. But I'm going to encourage it with that little tracer left, just to be rolling that, so I'll get that extra roll like that. Nice and easy. So I don't need any trap, because if I wander right, I get the trap, no good. So it's going to be doing this. So that is down, tracer left. Ooh. Here we go. So this one, what we're going to do here. Right, so I'm going to go one cushion, come up here. So again, people go too low all the time. So I want the white sort of rotating like this. When it hits the black, that's going to encourage it to go that way, and then it will just start rolling. But you'll have that little bit of left on, and not this, because this will drag it this way. When it hits the black, it's going to drag it that way. I want to encourage it to go this way off the black, which is like that, isn't it? So yeah, higher than you think. Here we go. So this one. So this red, again, I want it to go this way. So people go too low, leave too long a pink, no good. I want it to encourage it to go that way. So I will go, I want it to be rotating like this, off the red, this. So that is up, tracer left, not bottom, because then it's like this. Then it drags it wider. So off that red, it's going that way. So you just want it rotating like this. So it's up, tracer left. So this is like above center shot, this is. Ooh. Well, I feel like I'm in there anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, so yeah, this is definitely above center, tracer left. And now a lot of these shots, because I've got the angle, the white's always going to go over there. But you're sort of encouraging it, so you're getting a consistent reaction off the object ball. Right, so this is just off straight. Just going to drop it in, right? So I don't want any spin on this, I just want to drop it in. So again, just above centre, just to get the white rolling. It's not going to have any spin on it, it's just going to follow it in. This is the natural angle of potting this with no spin on, basically. Not, and then it'll just follow it, right? So you see there's no spin on that. Right. Here we go. Right, so yeah, I'll play this red, just screw for this pink here. So again, natural angles, just if I dropped it in, the white would follow that. So I need somehow to, when it hits that wall, the object ball, the spin is going to encourage it to go sort of this way. So when it hits that red, you want it sort of doing this, and then it'll just drag it off its line, and then it'll be rolling like that. So that is just below center, tracer left. There we go. Here we go. Right, so this one. So I want the white to go this way a little bit. So I've got the angle, slight left court, but again, want to encourage it. So I would ideally want the white to come over here. So I need, when it hits that pink, I need to be doing this, don't I? To bring it over here. So that again is a bit lower, but obviously got me tracer right on it just to go like that. So if I go for the middle, it's going to be doing this. But if I wander just a bit left, it'll be doing this. No good. So we want a bit of tracer right, yeah? You'll see the white rotating. There we go, gets it moving. Yeah. Might have hit the middle there. Not sure. Right, okay. So again, this shot, I just want the white to come this way. So I will want the white to be rotating like this when it hits the red, because then it's going to drag it over there. So that's going to direct me lower, because I want its backspin, but I want it like this, which is that tracer right. So it's going to, again, thinking how it wants to spin will direct you to where you want to hit it. It sort of tells you, really. There we go, look. It's dead straight. So again, this is that shot. Just want it to be doing this. I don't want any spin on it. Just let the pace take it. The natural shot is to just follow it anyway. So just pop the pink at a nice, the right pace, and I'll get on the red. Here we go. Right then. What we're doing now, right. So, another great spot there. Right, so I'm gonna get on a high black. So, again, I want the white to, it's gonna go that way anyway, because it's got a slight right cut, but I just want to encourage it, like this, and that is down, tracer left. Just get a high and black. Right, see a little bit of left look, perfect. Right, so this shot, I'm gonna come off 2 rails. So I want it, again, that natural angle is to follow it. So I want that spin to just pull it off its natural line, and then when it's going, then it will just roll. But so I'm gonna go a bit left, because I want it like this when it hits the black. And then it'll, as it drags it off its line, it will start rolling with that little bit of left on it, do that. So that is tracer left, below center. Not as low as you think, funnily enough. I'm gonna move that over there. There we go. Not the greatest, not the greatest, not the greatest. Right, so this is just off straight, so I am actually going to try and find the middle, but I will err on the left side, funnily enough. I mean, again, it's just off straight, but it's a slight right cut, so I will want to just err on the left side, because this will work, but this will work a little bit better because it's going to drag it on that line. It's the natural line where it's going to be spinning right, and I don't want to get trapped, because if it's spinning a little bit of right, it might trap it, it might not come back as far. So just a little bit middle near as really, but I will always err on that left with this shot. Because it's just off straight. Here we go. Right, so this one, I'm going to come off that cushion. So a lot of people, same as the yellow in the clearing the colours, they go too low on the cue ball. So they put bottom on it, which drags the white towards that middle pocket, and end up too far away from the brown. But if you think about the path of this white ball, you want it to go that way to get there. So when the white leaves the green, you want it rotating like this, because that's where it's going to go. And that is up, trace of right, always. It's higher. This is like higher than the height wise. It's above centre. And it's going. Ball's got a mind of its own. Right, again. I'm pay down for the blue, so come off that side rail. It's a slight right cut, so we'll go tracer left, obvs. And we want the white to sort of be rotating sort of that way. It's gonna encourage it to go like that, and then when it hits the cushion a little bit side there. But again, this is a trace helping side. But again, if you go too low, that'll drag it this way, and you go too, then it'll just go too close to the middle pocket. So again, higher than you think, because I want it sort of rotating like this with the angle I've got. And you'll see the white's rolling as quick as possible. Is it perf? It's perf. Right, so this one, I'm gonna, right, so I'm just gonna stun down, right? So because it's a slight layer cut, trace all right. But I want the white to be rotating like this because that's where I want it to go next, right? So it's sort of like, sort of middle height, but that little trace of right is gonna get it doing this, because if I wanted to get the white rotating like that, I'll go up, trace of right, wouldn't I, to get it moving like this. Oh, no good. Right, so that's no good. I did get the right on there, my bad aiming that was. Didn't quite get it rotating, that's why it pulled up. So as an example of, didn't get me a little help inside, so it just pulls up a little bit quick. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid when I'm playing these shots, I get it rotating where I'm going. Because isn't that too soft, I just didn't get it rotating, getting the white moving, right? So it's a bad shot, but that's a perfect example of what I mean, all right? So this shot here, so I'm just gonna come off 2 rails, get on the black. So I want it sort of, the natural angle is to go that way, so I want to put this spin on it, because when it hits the black, the pink, it's gonna drag it off its line like that. But that initial contact, it's like this, which is down, trace a left to make it like this, all right? And then it will send it on its way. And this one, I don't need to get on the ball because it's last black. But it's a right cut, so I'm going to go trace a left. I'm going to bring the white over here, so this, the white will come back to me. Don't move. Mind of its own. Here we go. There's that little bit of left, look. And I'm going to pop the white off my ball. No, I didn't, missed it. Hope it helps. So there you go. Hopefully that helped. Again, thinking about how you want the white to rotate can really help you, at least try and make an educated guess on where you need to hit the cue ball. And it's a lot more fun. See you soon.